I'm like... Hi guys, it's Beth Painter Makeup, and today I'm going to be creating a super colourful look using the Painter's palette, which is my collaboration with Sample Beauty. So first off, I'm going in with the Sample Beauty Erase and Boost base in the shade 8, and I'm using this just to create a tacky base for the eyeshadows to stick to. So the brush I'm using is a Sample Beauty PA106 brush, and I like to use this brush because it has synthetic fibres so it won't soak up any of your product. So this is the palette, everyone, and I'm so happy with how it came out, and I'm so excited to be able to finally show it to you. We've kept this a secret for well over a year. It's been really fun though, because I've never done anything like this before, and I just feel like it's my baby. It's my first baby, and I'm so proud of it, so I can't wait to show you all what it looks like on the inside. I'm obsessed with it! So this is the inside of the palette, and I'm obsessed with it. I just think it's me in a palette. It's I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I'm so proud of how it's come out, and I love how all the colours flow into each other, and you've got a lovely mix of your neutrals, all your colours, because I just wanted it to be really versatile and something that everyone could use. So I'm just, obviously I've said it a million times, but I'm so happy with how it's come out. I'm so proud of it. So on the mirror I've printed a quote which says, "Art enables us to find ourselves and lose ourselves at the same time." That's a quote by Thomas Merton, and it's one of my favourite quotes, because I just feel like with makeup you really do find yourself and lose yourself, because you lose yourself in the makeup while finding what you like and what suits your face. And I just think that's a really lovely quote to read every time you open the palette, and it'll just inspire you. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is the shade 1999, and I named it that shade obviously because that's, well, not obviously, but that's when I was born. So I just feel like this is where I started like incorporating my personality and me into the palette. So I just wanted it to be really personal. So this is a gorgeous navy shade, and I'm just going to put this through the crease, and straight away look at that pigment. It's amazing. So I'm putting this straight into the crease, and I'm focusing it in the crease first before I start blending out. So now I'm going to start winging out with this shade, and I'm just pulling out from the outer corner of my eye and slightly upwards towards my temple, and connecting the two lines together as I do it. So now I'm going in with the shade Cottage, which is a lovely true green, and that's called Cottage because I live in a cottage. And I've always wanted to live in a cottage. We live in a old Victorian cottage, and I just love it. It's just me. And I'm going in with this on the inner portion of the eye to about halfway round. I'm just going to start blending out that navy blue. Not going any further than halfway though. So I've named this shade Florist because this is where me and the founder of Sample Beauty first met up and had our meeting about the palette, and the rest is history, and that's how we've created my little baby. So yeah, it means a lot to me now, that place. Like, it's got really good memories for me. So I'm just taking little amounts of product at a time because I like to build my colour. Because if you go in all too much, you can't take it back. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Painter, and it's named that obviously because that's my surname. Loads of people think it's my Instagram name, but it's actually my surname, which fits really well with my job, luckily. And I'm going to apply this into the bridge of my nose, just coming in from my eyebrow onto my nose, just to create a nice transition into the skin. I like to take quite mustardy shades up into the brow as well to really blend them in and make it all look blown out. And now I'm going back in with all my previous shades just to make sure they're still nice and intense. So going back in with Cottage, just adding a little bit more of that. And I'm really defining that crease now. So I'm adding a bit more product than I was before. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Cadders, and it's called Cadders because that's my mum's nickname that my uncle gave her when she was little. And she's always been called Jo Cadders, but as if like chocolate buttons from Cadbury's, because she's got like chocolate brown eyes, so that's why she's called Cadders. And I just think it's a really cute name, so I'm going to go in with this and start blending out the outer corner of my navy blue, right on the edge of that blue. Adding tiny amounts at first so that you don't overdo it all at once. And start bringing that out from the blue as well, so come in out of the blue. It's like, I don't know what colour to pick because there's that many nice ones. So now I'm going in with the shade Jojo, and that's also another nickname of my mum's because she's called Joanne. Everyone calls her Jojo. So yeah, I'm just going in with this, and I'm blending out the purple with that pink. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous Barbie pink. It's amazing. I'm just adding that. And I'm taking that out now towards my temple. My mum's literally been my best mate all my life, so when I told her like I was doing this, she was like, I want a shade. I was like, you're gonna have more than one shade. So my mum's got 2 shades out of the whole palette. But yeah, my mum's been a huge support system for me through my life. So I wouldn't be the person I am today without her. I think everyone feels like that about their mum though, but yeah, she's amazing. Everyone's like, no, my mum's the best. But my mum is the best. So I'm adding a little bit more of Jojo to the underneath of my eyeshadow just to start blending that out as well. But I'm following that shape, so I'm still going upwards towards my temple. And the next shade I'm going in with is the shade Gemini, because I'm a Gemini through and through, so I couldn't not call a shade that. And I love astrology, and I know a lot of people aren't into it, but I just think, I feel like everyone is their star sign, and I feel like I've always been proven right to that. So I'm going in with Gemini, and I'm applying this just above and on the pink. And again, I'm going in with the shade Painter, which is the lovely mustard shade, and I'm going in with this up into my temple just to really match it to the other side as well and fade it into my skin. So I'm going back in with a Sample Beauty Erase and Boost base in the shade 8 again, and I'm just applying this to my lid before we apply a shimmer. So this will really stick the shimmer to the base and make it pop. And now I'm going to go in with the shade Martini, which is a gorgeous gold with a little green undertone, so it's quite, you can wear it with a lot of things. So you can wear it with warms and greenies and cool tones. It's a really unique gold shade. So I'm going to apply this on my ring finger, and I'm going to apply this to my lid, and it's like actual foil on the eye. It's gorgeous. So again, just applying in thin layers because you want to build it up rather than put loads on and it goes chunky. I'm going back in with 1999 and just blending around the edge of that gold that I've just applied, just to soften the edge and blend it all in together. So now I'm going in with the shade Smoky. And this is called Smoky because Smoky was my first cat that I had. Sadly he died in December, but I had to name one after him because he was a little darling. Little darling. So I'm creating like a smoky liner effect with this. So I've just done my lashes off camera and I'm going to go in with my under eye now. So again, I'm going back in with the shade 1999. And I'm going to take this all the way along my lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Prince. So this is called Prince because it's purple and I just felt like it fitted like with his song Purple Rain. So I thought it suits the name Prince and I love Prince. So just going in with this and I'm just buffing this along that blue that I've just applied. A little bit of mascara. There it is.
Great, let's just do it one more time.
Why'd you do this to me when you...
What?
Am I not good enough?
That's wonderful.
If you don't like me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. I hope you love it as much as I do. That was crap. But this is the finished look, guys. I hope you like it. It's just one of the many looks you'll be able to create with this palette because it's so versatile and I can't wait for you to be able to get your hands on it. The Painters palette is available to buy on samplebeauty.com and beautybay.com. The link to shop is in the description below.